the G602. I've actually been waiting for a replacement for my trusty M950 for ages, like 2 years, 3 years now. Finally, one's been released, a new gaming series, and let's go at it. So first of all, first thing I noticed was actually the grip. It's some kind of really grippy plasticky finish. Really, I think it's nice to hold and grip. It's not quite the luxurious smooth feel of the svelte or whatever it is of the M950 and smooth finish on top. It's a bit different. It's more built so you can grip it nice and easy. Now you got your programmable buttons here. It's got 6 of them. What I've noticed is that when you are using your mouse, it is a little bit, it's kind of just sits on top of your thumb. So I guess it's designed to be like that, but for me, I found them a little bit annoying to be just exactly on top. I wouldn't mind reaching. See here, it's just like, see how they're up here? I think that this zoom button on the M950 actually, that's how I like it. It's your thumb is resting just above it, but you have to move enough so that it's a concerted press. Whereas here, you can accidentally sometimes hit them. But I guess there's 6 of them, so they had to pack them in somewhere. Here you got your DPI switches, on off. It's also double acts as a battery charge indicator. You can here you can actually use just one battery to lighten the load, and if you like a lighter feeling mouse, so that's cool. I mean, that's been throughout lots of Logitech's products, so it's glad they're continuing that tradition. Got your switch to be able to go performance mode, and green means endurance mode. I've been playing around with it, and I guess the claims of endurance, you can't really test it until you've had it for ages, because based on the reviews I've been having, it's seeing that it does last for months, so I can't get back to you on that one. You got the scroll wheel. It is just a normal scroll wheel. There's actually not even left and right on this. It's just up and down. I think because it's focused for gaming, they didn't, maybe the feedback was that, you know, left and right buttons actually just get in the way of pressing the middle button, which is the all important one. So I know why that's disappeared. Me personally, I don't play that much games, so I do appreciate left and right when you're on your couch or on your bed on your big screen and you've zoomed in a lot, so you need to screen back and forth. But this one I've dropped way too many times, and it's just been annoying me for maybe 1.5 years now, but there's nothing been good enough to replace it. The left and right doesn't work. The middle, oh, it does, sorry. It's the middle button. This sometimes it stupidly thinks that the middle button is pressed every now and then because I've dropped it, so it's virtually unusable about 50, maybe 30% of the time. It's really annoying. The hyper fast scrolling wheel, I didn't appreciate it until it was gone. I think that's what I mean, and not so much for the hyper fast piece, but I really enjoyed the way that it clicked. Whereas this one is just old school. Just for prolonged periods, the rise on this is not as big. So I think for prolonged periods, especially when I was on Photoshop, my hand did feel a little bit more tired. It did go a little bit quicker. Whereas I think if it had a bigger hump, I'd be able to just rest my hand that much more easy on it. That's another thing that I wish it was just. I mean, all in all, it's a pretty good mouse. The only thing that I would probably change is the hump. Everything else I can accept. One other thing that actually, I have no idea why, actually, and if you know why, please feel free to comment, but they've stopped using the dark field laser now, and it looks like they've just gone back to a normal looking laser. Let's actually just try it on a shiny surface. So I put it on, And if you look over the screen, nah, doesn't work very well on a shiny surface. I'm moving it, but it's barely moving. It's still perfectly fine on any other surface, and it just glides. I love the pads on the mouse. It just glides so easily. The dark fit actually worked pretty good on this when I first got it, but I don't know, maybe because I dropped it or a few times, but it just doesn't work on shiny surfaces anymore. So, oh well, it's been older. What else about this? Oh yeah, one other thing that I noticed was that when I got the charging cable, well, it's actually not a charging cable, it's a USB extension cable. That's how they phrased it to get around the fact, but there's no charging over cable, right? There's actually nothing here for me to plug any cables into. So initially I thought, what the hell? But then when you actually look back on it and think about it, I think they've actually thought this for. It's because the battery lasts so long on this, right? So you actually don't need to charge it over cable much at all, as long as the claims are true. So not a big deal. Not a big deal. Probably the one last aspect though is that I noticed that on Setpoint there's no updates for the Setpoint software. So I can't actually choose what mouse I'm using. Right. Right, I can set all those ones, but I can't customize the G602. So that's a shame, and that's a shame. See? It's over there, it says it's up to date. What the hell? So I'll check the website later, but not holding out for it because I really want to program the buttons on this.